Morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. Today we will provide our webinar and show you how ransomware may be stopped instantly before encrypt your environment. My name is Stanislav Pakhilko. I'm business development director in company Oberik IT. We are as a distributor working in different countries in EMEA. Today with me, my colleague Dmitry Rubashkin, who will show you how it works from technical side. He is a technical specialist, and um, let's start. So today our agenda is the next one. First of all, we will speak about generally threat landscape of ransomware. We'll discuss about the classic defense method. We'll say why the defense still fail, because ransomware is growing every time, every year. Then we'll show you solution Agger Labs and how this offensive approach stop ransomware. It will be a live demo, after which you may ask questions and we'll provide answers to your questions. So let's start. First of all, let's start from threat landscape. Statistics and report from last year shows that ransomware growing fastly, and especially ransomware as a service. Let's think about it. 10 years ago, it was information about, okay, some attack, some malware, some ransomware, and most of solutions rely on signatures. So it wasn't some daily based attack. It was rare situation, and first of all, systems will need the time to analyze. Right now, it's growing fastly, really fast, and it explain why. We will discuss it right now. But a couple examples. Everyone of us know that last year, I think the most costliest cyber incident in UK history has happened with Jaguar and Land Rover film. You know, it costs around $2.5 billion dollars damage because of this attack. And we saw that in European Union, the target for ransomware is growing fast. Even when we spoke with colleagues, with clients, with partners, we see that more and more clients start to pay for ransomware, start discuss and work in this direction. Why? Because it attacks not only big clients. For this moment, it starts to be really simple entries into ransomware. Why? So first of all, we talk about AI. In case of AI, it's not only protection, but also hackers actively used it and fully automate this process. So for this moment, AI may discover vulnerabilities, generate exploits, and execute complex operations. And for this, no need to use even any human expertise. So previously, you will need to have experienced hackers who will work, prepare, and execute ransomware. For this moment, it's fully automated, even not well experienced people may use it, and it works. It really works. Next point, what I want to say, it is signature. It's not enough. At this moment, every ransomware attack is unique per environment. So attackers, if they would like to use something to attack you, first of all, they will investigate which infrastructure you have, what need to do in case of preparation, how to adapt in real time their engines, before start this ransomware exactly in your environment. And of course, it's continuous morphing. So every attack, it's use in case of AI-driven, it constantly mutates. So machine learning models, which trains on signatures and historical data, can't be up with new variant of ransomware. That's why more and more people say it right now about zero-day ransomware, which attacks more and more clients. So in case of traditional detection, what we have, white fails, first of all, of signature. When we talk about solutions, it needs to use and look into signature or analyze, for example, in the cloud before provide some clear answer. In case of machine learning, again, it can't generate new information. It needs to be trained. That's why behavioral detection they tries to pre-tested information and prepare how it will work in your infrastructure exactly. And in case of cloud lookups, first of all, for unique exploits, no cloud has data to compare against new unique attacks. In this case, let's look on how classical ransomware attack looks like and how quick it is. So first of all, it starts from infection. Infection may came from different area. It may be some phishing attack, some exploit, even some RDP compromise, or some employee will put some information or some files from the USB drive. Then after infection, it start recon. So first of all, need to scan different assets, activities, and find shared folders. Then on this stage, it starts escalation. Before start the encryption, system and ransomware need to escalate the privileges, disable antivirus or EDR system, and do a shadow copy of files. Next, when it is ready, it starts encryption. Encryption starts with really on high speed and it encrypt around 1000 plus files per minute entire network. And even you may see a lot of different encrypted files and folders on your laptop, on shared files, and so on. And in the last moment, you receive the notification screen that your data is locked, you have encrypted, and you got a ransom attack. So in case of time, it takes around 10 minutes. And when we talk about classical solutions that will analyze and inform you, latency takes up from 3 to 15 minutes. So that's can't help you with stop ransomware attack. And let's look on classic defense method. So first of all, it could be implemented, and every client will recommend to go in different layers of security, because security is infinity process. You need to improve it every time. So in case of your perimeter, for sure you should have firewalls and G firewalls. You need to analyze and filter in the traffic. You need to have IPS IDS system. Better to have segmentation of your network. It may protect you before spreading ransomware or some malware into your network. Next one, in case of endpoints, you should have some antivirus or EDR XDR system. So it will protect you from different various of attack, from malicious, from some virus, even from ransomware, which known on the market. But in case when we talk about Zero-day ransomware, even EDR solutions, they need to send information to analyze in the cloud. It takes time, and exactly this time costs you some encrypted files. CM and SOC systems may show you what is going on in your network, may inform you and show general vision of your network. For sure could be awareness of employee, different trainings, phishing simulation that may help your employees not to grab some viruses or ransom through the internet. And the last stage, when we usually say, it is backup on client side. So backup, it is a last stage when your system already encrypted and you need to restore. But here we have a problem. So it is a question on which time of so RTO, RPO, so point recovery and time of recovery. In case of different clients, it happens that when they return from the backup, ransom already sit in this backup, and they got second time attack and second encryption of all infrastructure. And it is important for clients to be aware that during this stage, when you already attacked, when you got encrypted, first of all, you need to be sure that after backup, we will not get encryption second time. And we saw real examples where clients who was encrypted, when they returns from backup, they received second time encryption. And even for one example, one client who decided to pay for ransomware, they paid, and exactly in this moment, he already was on second stage of second encryption, and it was cancelled because of payments. So let's back on it. It's important to implement all of the stages. We are not saying that it is no need or it's wasteless. So it should be in this way, segmented, every stage, and layers could be implemented. And today we will talk about Agger Labs. It's a solution which will place absolutely in another layer. Why? Because this solution not to replace EDR or antivirus solutions. It's not involved or replace any other layers on which I spoke about. And this is exactly another layer that will stop and it develop exactly for stop encryption, and it block it in milliseconds. So next, my colleague Dimitri will show how it works. We'll explain more, but most important point what I want to say is that Agger Labs, it is an agent that not replace EDR or XDR solutions, but it is improve these solutions. And how it improve, Dimitri will show, explain, and you may ask questions on next step. Dimitri, I will ask.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Good. So I will continue from there. As Stas mentioning that our solution will not replace anything, not CM, not EDR, not XDR, any antivirus. It's just another layer in the middle that we need to use for catching ransomware only activity. So for this, I can say
Dima,
that...
Yeah, let's start from sharing the screen because you need to share
it's not shared?
presentation. Yeah.
It shows me that it's shared.
No.
Just a second. My lovely Zoom, sorry. No, it showed me that it's shared. It's not shared. I will reshare it again. Just a
Reshare
second.
it, please.
Very strange. Oops. Share screen. Again, share. Let me know if you see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's okay?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so when we are speaking about Agger Labs, about Agger solution, we are not speaking about any substitution for any security solutions. It is additional sublayer that we are using to detect, monitor, and block only ransomware activity. So I can divide this at 4 steps. And sorry, I'm back. And step 1 is monitoring. It's monitoring constantly 24/7 for each activity, IO activity, any suspicious files, access patterns in real time. In second step, which is detection, is actually analyze behavior engine analyze activity, and in case of some pattern of encryption of anything, it's just stopping this activity, which is a step 3. So there is no human in the loop. Process is suspended and isolated. No need to get an alert for some CM solution or some antivirus or I don't know what to say, okay, we have a ransomware and what we are going to do with it. No, it is not. It's doing it automatically. In the end of the incident, actually it's step 4, it is a report. Report can be pushed to CM, EDR, XDR, or even ticketing system for future forensic analysis, as you wish to configure. Before I will show a demo, I want to say another few words. It's about systems that are supported. We are starting from Windows 7 or Server 2003, SP2, or 2008. You can see it on the screen. I don't want to read it. But additionally, there is another thing. It is possibly to integrate Agger Labs in Windows 2000, but vendors should know exactly what the version that you have, then to provide you a full pack of Agger that can be used with this Windows 2000. And another information that during this summer, it will be another version update, big one. One was yesterday. Next one will be during the summer, where also Linux systems will be supported. So it is in the short of how it's look like and what will be covered on this on those systems. So from here, I want to jump actually to the demo. I will start from the beginning. I have 2 machines. I hope everything will work. And first of all, I will explain what I have. I have some kind of demo with Active Directory. I have 2 Windows 10 machines. I also have Windows 7, but it's not so stable, so I decided not to show it. But if you want later, I can send an email with a video where you can see how Windows 7 works as well. So for now, what I want to show you on the one of the machine, which actually is not protected, how encryption of ransomware is working. But before, instead of presentation, I will show you a kind of script that we created here that showing how ransomware attack is working. Of course, it will not show you everything. It will not open you or tell you most of the secrets, but let's say algorithmically and theoretically, it's how most of attacks are worked. So here's my little script. Let him start. Maybe not on the full screen. Okay, good. So we will show it without Agger. And first stage, what's happened actually? Here you can see some of users get an email which called invoice something, kind of document, which actually looks like a word, but it's not a word. Actually, it's a Visual Basic script, which, you don't need any external tools, any external utilities to get it in, because Windows already has all this stuff, and it can be deployed from there. So first of all, if user read this mail and see that it's a regular one, it's clicking on it. What's happened next? It's writing to some directory. You can see from here, it's my name, I created some directory, some kind of file. This file actually starting the work. This file is bring us a connectivity to the hacker. It brings us connectivity to our whole system. So this is the only start of injection. It's not or even an infection yet. So next stage, as you can see, is reconnaissance. What is going? This utility have a possibility, this one. Other one can have something else, but this utility, special one, can scan the system, can understand what kind of IP addresses, what kind of servers or workstation are in the network, and what kind of domain controllers, what kind of files can be encrypted as examples. All of these, let's say, servers and workstations that this malware can get an access to. So in our case, in this example, we have some kind of file server, SQL server, data domain server, and it found the ports that are open. And what it will do the next, it will try to get during this port an access and to push its ransomware over it. So, but to do it, first thing that good ransomware should have to do is to escalate privileges. So it's what it's doing in this example. It's also starting escalate privileges on the services. It's also starting disabling main services. For example, here is Microsoft Defender. In any other case, it can be any other EDR, XDR service that can be stopped. It's also deleting of shadow copies of any kind on Windows or any kind of disks shadow copy. And of course, it's doing some changes in registry just to make our malware service looks like a regular one. And in my example, I saw a lot of those kind of services which are sitting on a user space inside the computer. So it's no problem to do it. But in our case, of course, it is simulation. But let's say it's done and everything is okay. And now it's a next stage, which is called C2, which means command control. Now, what it's doing, it's starting to get a control over it. It's starting to create a encryption certificate. So it is another stage. So after it's done, next stage, it's in our example, it's a lateral movement. It's spread over all network devices, I mean servers and computers, of course, where it can get and starting to put inside malware software and get everything encrypted. So as Stas mentioned, it can be 1,000 files per minute, it can be more. In our days when everyone has very, very fast drives like NVMe on our computers or on our servers, and we have plenty of RAM and good CPU. So encryption it may be running very, very fast and encrypt just before we starting to think what to do the next. So actually, here is an example. Encryption is started. We have some kind of files. It is only an example, of course. Those files are locked, encrypted, and the user which gets this kind of encryption, normally he has some kind of file which he is opening, and it can be wrote something like this, that your files are encrypted, and everything is deleted. And then if you want to get back any of your information, you should pay in Bitcoin something, I don't know, here I put 0.45 Bitcoins, which my colleagues say it's less than usual, but okay, it's only for example. Anyway, example is always less than usual. So when user has this message, of course, it's chocked, it's problematic. Let's say from last statistics, not all users today are paying, but as Stas also mentioned it, I rely on the backups, but sometimes, and most of the times, ransomware is not running on the first day. It's taking time. All stages that I showed you, it's taking time. Sometimes I know from examples from customers, from colleagues, that it may take more than half an year before ransom spread itself around organization. But in any case, in this demonstration, we just showing it at once. Now, when everything is broken, so someone need to pay. And here, I will try to show you now, in my next stage, how actually it can be look like in real time. I have a kind of ransomware here. It is another example. User get a notification from colleagues from IT, and as I saying that he need to update its software, and in this case, he need to run some kind of file. Of course, it is a malware, and of course, it is not from IT team. But not all users checking what's happened, and sometimes users have also files. Here is an example. There are files from users who that normally, not normally, but most of the times saving them on the desktop and say, okay, no problem, I will update everything. And what's happened? He's running this ransomware, installing security updates, everything look like normal, no problem, but oops, in the end you have this kind of warning. Okay, welcome to the club, please pay, or even less, 0.05 Bitcoins to get your data back. So first thing that the users actually doing normally, it is trying to kill this software, and to avoid payment, to avoid this encryption, but it's already happened. And even if you kill this software, I will show it here. Anyway, it is already encrypted. You can see here, by example, that all those files are locked. Of course, it can be more. Can be more files that are locked, and in our case, it's only an example. And in case when we have EDR systems, XDR systems, and if it is very good level of malware, of ransomware, and all kind of things done by hackers are in good way, so it can be disabled sometimes. it cannot catch, or it's a catch with latency, and so we have a problem. We have a locked file, we have encrypted file. So here is real things that will not help. Actually, it's already locked, and it may continue to work in the background. So in our other case, I will try to show you that with Agger we can do much more. I will pass through few of the slides. So why Agger is better for us? Because of response time, because of protection immediately, because of getting a behavior as fast as it possible. Agger do not need any signatures. It don't need connection to the internet, to the clouds. It just related on behavior of ransomware. It has his own driver that is located in kernel level. It has own canary files that are located and spreaded across all the disk. And yesterday, I didn't try it yet, but yesterday there was a new version of Agger where they also can defend shares. For example, if you have some kind of ransomware running on some of the shares that are located, I don't know where, on another Windows server, on another NetApp storage, or something else. So it also, but its share is mapped to user, which has an Agger. So in case and these things start to run, Agger will stop it immediately. So it also working with the shares. But of course, we are going to check it. We are going to see how it works. I'm pretty sure that everything will be okay. And of course, it's very important because sometimes even old OT devices has eternal networks, let's say on Windows 7, where they get in or put in the data and ransomware can be there. So in this case, it also should catch those problematic ransomware that are located on the shares. Okay, and here we go into the real example where we will see how Agger work with real ransomware. We will see how it is constructed, what from. Partly, I will start actually from the main dashboard of the Agger, and here we are. Yes, here. And on this dashboard, you can see all endpoints that are connected or was once connected to the main server, which are in the cloud. As I mentioned it before, you don't need to use it connected to the cloud. It's working fully autonomically. Nothing else. You need it to work only once when you are install the Agger client. You need to activate it through the network. That's all. After it, you can disconnect network. It still work because it depends on behavior and not on the connectivity and locating and collecting some kind of hashes like EDRs or antiviruses doing. So what we have there, this is a dashboard. In the dashboard, we can see latest incident that happened, list of endpoints, all kind of events that was informed by clients or by server, list of users, hashes that were cached by Agger and added to his own database. Of course, we can create a group configuration where it will be related on what kind of operating system you have or what kind of sites you have. It can be managed in this manner. And of course, installers, currently we have installers for started from Windows 7 up to the latest one. But it's important to say that it's also supporting Windows 2000. But let's say in special cases where you need to ask a vendor that you want this kind of client, and to get it, you need to provide a full Windows 2000 information to get a correct plugin to be installed on your system. So as you can see, as I say, it's Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 2003. Those are different versions that can be installed. Linux will be later this summer. This version will be later this summer. Mac OS planned to be deployed in the end of the year, but we'll see, because actually there currently, for now, Mac OS do not have too much ransomwares that are working with it. So vendor thinks that it's not so important. Maybe later this year, we will see. Licenses, you are putting a number like this, it's much longer. You can put number like this to the station where Agger is installed. So it will be activated through internet, and then you can disconnect. And as I say, after it, you can work. What interesting there else can be, as you see, you can manage settings for each kind of agent that should or will be installed. As I mentioned before, there is a group config where you can manage those group also by configuration of agents, especially for each group. So what can be configured here? Auto update, process protection. It means that Agger will monitor itself, his own services, and they will be notified and protect from any kind of, let's say, possibilities to stop those services. So this will protect it. Also, additionally, it have its own deception engine. It's based half on canary files, half on, let's say, kernel driver. And in newest version, this one that we see here, it's also give us possibility to monitor share. That means if you have some map drive on your Windows and you trying to run something that can be ransom on this map drive, it also can be cached. Startup guard is checking itself during initial loading of the Windows system. So a kind of notification also can be defined there. And I think it is there. Just want to mention also that settings are almost different, same, but it's also have a difference depend on what kind of operating system you are going to work with. So this is our main screen. I will close it for now, and now we are going to Windows 10 as an example. As you can see here, you can see the agent. Agent has status currently protected. It has own ID. It has a version, latest one that we currently have. A number of incidents that happened. Actually, there are not. So we will check how it works now. And of course, it has his own license here. Clicking, yeah, that is approved. But actually, it can be connected, as I say, and disconnected from internet. It doesn't matter for us. It's just easy for me now. It's to be connected. Anyway, network where is this computer is running is absolutely autonomic, and ransomware, which is a real one, will not go out of this. And I hope it will be stopped. So same scenario as I showed before. We have this time some kind of update that we want to start, that user get, and actually this update is just a shortcut to the ransomware, which is located, in our case, in users' public downloads, where most malware can be. Not only there, but it's something that hackers likes to put in the utilities and tools. So let's say we have this one. I'm running update, and actually what's happened? It's starting to decrypt here the information and start to try to encrypt. And here we have message Agger new incident. So Agger catch this activity and didn't give it to continue. How we can see it? We are going to the client incidents. In incident, we can see that canary file catch this process, which located there and there. It's actually what I say, public and downloads. It has information about SHA key for this ransom. In our case, it's one that was popular. It's WannaCry. And because we are connected to the internet, we also can see there that this incident already informed to the server. When I click on it, I see its ID. Of course, I see which engine catched it. In our case, it is a canary file. Name of the process which has this ransom. By whom it was deployed. In our case, it's me by Explorer Exe. When I'm clicking on it, I see the current path where currently it is located. I can restore it. I do not want. I can delete it, so it will be deleted also from the computer. What interesting there, it is how fast it was catched and put in quarantine. It's less than a second. As we told before, it is milliseconds to do it. This is the name of canary file, which is located in top folder. And when the ransomware tried to encrypt, it tried to encrypt this file. So actually, alarm is came. And by the way, in case let's say hacker try to change this file will be changed back. So it's very hard to harm it. It's very important to know. As I said, it is an SHA that reported to the system, and it will be stored in its own database. From my previous experience, when I wrote something just to test in a Python, which is also can be a ransomware, it also cached it. It cached by the process of the Python, and because this ransomware never existed before, so there was a new SHA, and this SHA also was stored in the database. And of course, we see where computer is located, what is the name of computer, all kind of things that might be interesting us. And of course, the status of it, it's mitigated. If by mistake it catches something, and mistake can happen, let's say it's not more than 1%, if not less, you can add this to the whitelist, to this exception. So it's also possible to be done. So in our case, we currently have this ransom stopped. It stopped very fast. We have all this that was done, and Of course, during this simulation, antivirus was stopped. In our case, it's Microsoft Defender. I even stopped firewall there. But anyway, when some guys trying to spread ransom, first of all, they trying to stop important services like our antiviruses, like our EDR, or anything else. It's very important to know that in next version, Agger will be able to monitor not only its own services, but also services for antiviruses and EDR, XDR agents that will run on the remote machines. So this slide, we will continue from there. It's the most technical one. So I will take through it. A core idea of Agger, it lives on Windows kernel level. Think of it like a security guard who is physically inside our building, inside our software. Traditional security tools like EDR, antivirus agents, and forwarders all run in user space. That's the layer where normal programs run. When here is a problem, when it's coming, when attacker gets local admin rights, and then attacker can simply kill all of these problems, like closing up on your phone, no special magic needed, closing any app he want, any services he want that are related to the user. Agger runs below that level, and even with full, let's say, domain admin rights, attacker cannot terminate process, for example, for an Agger. So it cannot kill Agger itself. And when it cannot kill Agger, so it cannot, Agger can stop any ransomware. In our example, which was failed, actually, why it was failed? Because this kind of ransomware, it's not actually a ransomware, it's a kind of Python script that they creating a very horror, let's say, display, but actually nothing after it. There is no encryption after it. So it's why Agger did nothing about it. So in our case, attacker, as I say, could not unload the Agger driver servers. Attacker could not use Windows service management. And this everything is done by Agger driver. Additional level of defend is the tamper detection. Agger can monitor not only its process, but also all processes of protected components. So it can be configuration files, agent binaries, and incident database of Agger. If everything is touched there, it generates immediate alert to CM and to SOC that they should do something or something going to be corrupt because it's not by Agger, okay? In new version, in previous version, it was VMI, and now VMI, Windows Management Instrumentation, is replaced by Agger for his own solution. That means that they are not using anymore same tools as hackers. They have their own utility that will provide a defend from leaving of the land attacks. It's provide defend from malicious commands that can be look like legitimate. You know, you can it can be winword.exe, but actually it can be some malicious malicious software, and now Agger, by his own tools, know how to do it and how to stop it in the less than 15 milliseconds. So next thing that I want to talk about, we already tried to do a live demo, but I want to get next slide. And I want to remind you again how it's worked. I show it also on my script that showing step by step. We have a payload execution. We have process injection. In this stage, Agger doing nothing because it did not came to the encryption. Next stage, when encryption starts, Agger stopped it immediately. It stopped immediately any kind of encryption on any level. As I say, it can be user level, it can be kernel level, doesn't matter for him. It stopped it. Okay, it's something that you should understand. Agger will not aware you of ransomware spreading around other computers. Agger will not aware you when reconnaissance is going, when someone checking your environment. For this, it's important to have EDR and XDR solutions. It's important to have your own SOC. It's important to have some kind of CM that you will be informed, and those solutions should stop this activity. But if not, or hacker succeeded to do something, because today, everyone is using AI, and especially for this, you can do ransomware on daily basics as much as you want, okay? Ransomware solution, but or malware solution. But in any case, when everything is passed by hacker, and last stage is coming, which is encryption, it's where Agger is come to work. Only in this stage, everything is not working. Encryption is started. Agger will stop it. Okay. So let's say a very important thing. Downtime is almost zero. You will not see broken files or encrypted files. It can save a huge amount of money from small to biggest company. Let's say we have a lot of problems with ransom in any kind of healthcare centers. It can be hospitals and can be clinics. So here is very important that it also, let's say, saves the life of users, of patients in any kind of those kinds of attack. And of course, it's very important for finance sector. So it will stop from encryption of databases of any important financial activity. And as I said, malware can change infinitely. Today with AI, it's not a problem. Create everything from the zero. What is the problem is to stop it, and with Agger, we really can do it very, very fast, in very good way. And that's why we always say that Agger is a last line of our defense. Agger is not antivirus. Agger is not EDR. It's of course not IPS or firewall. And it's of course not SCM. But it helps us to defend as last line only from ransomware. It is dedicated ransomware stopping utility. This is most of the questions that our customers and users ask what exactly it is. It is dedicated ransomware stopping utility that is working. And now I even think that it's good that the demo didn't work because it showed me that regular script that emulate encryption and not doing it, it will not, it will do nothing because it's not a real encryption. So by the way, it is a screenshot from my computer where you can see it's taken not too much place in memory. It's around 160 to 100. One is for working set and one for private memory. It's two sets that are working together in memory and taking less than 200 megabytes. So it's not there is no any impact on performance of the system on the systems where Agger is running. And I want to say I don't have it on a slide, but I checked it because I have a few questions from users, customers. What happened if a user running encryption, like, I don't know, semantic BitLocker on the computer? So it's not related to encryption that Agger is working with. It other kind of encryption that work on block level on whole system. And this is a not place where ransomware is in. So there's different things. And Agger, let's say, do not mess with this stuff. So this kind of encryption is working perfectly. Why? Because it is, our computer security. So as I said, it's taken less than 200 megabytes, sometimes less. It depends, but it's avoid us from any problems with performance on a computer or server level. Another thing that is important to say, it is a certification that Agger get, and it will get, I hope, also next year, called Agger Labs AAA certification. It's for its software that work specially against ransom, and it's already certificated by this organization in United Kingdom, Agger Labs UK. Again, detection methodology, no heuristics, no signature, 50 milliseconds killing time, fails positive is very low, almost not. And operating system starting from Windows 7 and from some of Windows 2000 till latest system. Linux will be this summer, Mac till end of the year. So when you install it, you don't need to make any reboot. It's taking 50 seconds to install and then 10 seconds to initiate licensing. And of course, it has an API where you can be connected with your CM, SOAR, or any kind of ticketing system, or with some kind of EDR, XDR solution. It's worked perfectly with them. So it's also can be integrated together. And I think this all from my side. If any question, welcome to ask there. I think better to write in the chat. If not, thank you, everyone. Thank you for taking
Thank you,
part.
Diman. So I want to summarize in case of what you said about the Labs that Agger passed certification from ransomware protection. It is the only vendor for this moment who passed this certification. No any other vendors from top EDRs passed or even participate in this certification pass, and we will see through the year. Maybe someone else will try to do it. But for this moment, this is the only vendor who passed this certification. What else I want to add? As Dima said, so Agger protects exactly from encryption. As it was on demo, so it wasn't real encryption, and that's why even you have changed wallpapers on desktop, changed something in a system that not related to encrypted files. So Agger will detect exactly only the process of encryption. That's why it's not replaced ER. ER antiviruses need to protect from other malwares, other behaviors, and everything which may happen on endpoints. In case of, I would add only one word about the licensing. It's simple licensing with annual terms of subscription, like 1 year, 2 or 3, and simple two sort of licenses, desktop and server agents. That's all. And you may purchase it not for all scope. You may purchase it from one license. You may protect the only systems you would like to protect. For example, you have hundreds of endpoints, dozens of servers, and you would like to keep protected just only the most important critical systems. So you may cover just only that systems, and you no need to purchase like for whole scope of your, for example, ER licenses. So this is main information. We would like to invite you for some normal demo in case of real ransom or even tested in
I
your
think we will
environments.
prepare a new
Yeah,
ransom that will
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
If you have questions, please provide it in the chat. And thank you for your time that you join our webinar.